Have you ever been in that situation where everything about content creation starts becoming so frustrating, so overwhelming, so taxing? You start feeling stuck. You don't know what content to come up with. Like, it just looks like your brain literally wants to explode because you are a content creator. My dear, you are not the only one. I have also been in this trap. As a matter of fact, even sometimes I experience this. I feel stuck as a content creator. I wrote down 5 things, contributing factors why I feel stuck as a content creator, or even you too, why you might be feeling stuck as a content creator. And I'm going to be mentioning them first before we go into the explanation of each of these. So the first one is lack of clarity on your goals or objective. The second one is overconsumption. The third one is comparison. The fourth one is overthinking. And the fifth one is poor strategy. Now, let's start with the first one, which is very, very vital. And that is lack of clarity on your goals or objective. As a content creator, I'm very sure that maybe you have fallen into the trap where you think of, oh, content creation is a very wonderful, glamorous, beautiful, sumptuous. I don't even know the word to use to explain it at this point. But maybe you see that content creation is a good career to venture into, and then you jump inside it. You just jump into creation without having it at the back of your mind what you want to get from this thing. Now, another thing I want to point out when I'm talking about your goals and objective, honestly speaking, if the only goal you have to become a content creator is to make money, you will get frustrated. There's no two ways about it. When I started content creation earlier, my only goal was to look for how I will start making money fast, 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 fast. I just want to make money. I just want to make money. But the harsh truth behind this thing called content creation is that if you have the mindset that your only goal is to make money, your only goal is to make money, that is why you want to start YouTube, that's why you want to become a YouTuber, you will get frustrated because YouTube will humble you. Hey, take for example when your views are not performing well, or when you're finding it difficult to get monetized, you will start getting frustrated because if you are finding it difficult to get monetized on YouTube, I mean, how can you start making money from AdSense? It's not possible. When your views start going down, because when it comes to content creation, we have the up, and then we have the middle, then we have the boom down. Content creation is like this. It's like a roller coaster. It goes up, fall down, goes up, fall down. That is how it is. So if the only thing you want to get, your only objective from being a content creator is to make money, by the time that low view pandemic starts, like obviously right now, if you're a YouTuber, maybe you've experienced this side of YouTube. For me, I've experienced this share of YouTube where their algorithm is just messing up a lot of creators' views. So if you're the type with this mentality, you would end up giving up. All of a sudden, you say, YouTube is too hard. I can't do YouTube any longer. I have to stop. So please do not make the mistake to start content creation just because you want to make money from it. You need to have other things, another trigger. Why do you want content? Like, why do you want to become a content creator? So you need to, first of all, before you start content creation, you need to know what exactly you want to get from this. Now, when you've already set your goal, your objective as a content creator, okay, this is now going to gear you in the right path to go. So let's say one of your goal as a content creator is to impact small business owners. You will now you'll be able to like start focusing on creating more content that is centered towards helping small business owners. Because you already have this goal, you will not be all over the place talking to both big business owners, different types of establishments, but rather, because of your clear goal, you'll be able to focus more on like creating content that are going to serve and help small business owners. So this is just how I'm going to explain it. I don't want to go too deep into this, but this is just how I'm going to explain it when it comes to content creation. Now, the second reason why you feel stuck as a content creator is overconsumption. Yes. Yes, overconsumption. This is one thing that I am guilty of. You know, that period where it feels so wonderful, it feels so good for you to sit on your bed or sit on your comfortable chair and be scrolling, doom scrolling, watching a lot of TikToks, a lot of Instagram, a lot of YouTube content. You're over consuming. You don't understand what you're doing to your brain. See, as you're consuming too much of information at the same time, you're stressing your brain. Like, let's say in the space of seconds, you have consumed 10 different types of content in the space of seconds. Now, as a content creator, we should create more than we consume. Now, when you're always consuming content, you will find yourself creating less because you're consuming more. Okay, and in return, it can make you feel stuck as a content creator, stuck in the sense that you're no more being consistent. You have now turned to an inconsistent content creator. And do you know another thing that overconsumption causes and is not good for content creators is comparison? And that brings me to the third reason why you feel stuck, and that is comparison. Now, when you're over consuming content, maybe as you're scrolling on TikTok or scrolling on Instagram, you come across one creator. Maybe the creator is in your niche. Maybe the creator is even smaller than you. Let's say you have more followers than that creator, but yet that creator is getting more deals than you, is getting more opportunities as a creator than you, and yet the work that you put in is even greater than the work that that creator puts in. Or it could be another factor entirely. These factors can result in comparison. Now, when you start comparing yourself with that person, you shift the focus from you. The focus leaves you and your own ability, and it now enters another creator's ability. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but when you start comparing yourself like this, first of all, it makes you like you find it difficult to actually calm down. Instead of comparing yourself, you find it difficult to take inspiration from that person, except when you come back in the moment and tell yourself, oh, instead of me to be comparing myself with this creator, let me take inspiration from this creator. But in overall, if you keep on consuming content, you keep on scrolling, consuming a lot of content than you create, most especially, it is going to leave you comparing yourself, and it is also going to leave you feeling overwhelmed as a content creator. Now, the next reason why you feel stuck as a content creator is overthinking. And this overthinking or you feeling overwhelmed, it's another, like, it actually comes from the tree of from the tree of comparison. You know, when you from the tree of overconsumption. When you're over consuming content, you can end up comparing yourself with another fellow creators. Because you start comparing yourself with fellow creators, you start overthinking everything. When you see a fellow creator that is doing better, even when the creator is putting lower effort than you are, you start thinking, how is this person doing this thing? How can I go about this one? How can I do this one? How can I do that one? Look at this creator is doing this one. Look at this creator is doing that one. You're started overthinking everything. And you know what this overthinking results into? It results into you feeling overwhelmed. And you know what overwhelm results into? It results into you just stopping anything you have to do. Because when you are overwhelmed, obviously, whenever I feel overwhelmed, I end up doing nothing. Like, I cannot perform whenever I feel overwhelmed. And I notice one of the triggers to my overwhelm is, number one, overconsumption, and number two, overthinking. Thinking of a lot of things that you want to do, you want to place in order. It will now end up making you feel overwhelmed or making you very stuck as a content creator. You will now start feeling frustrated as a content creator. Now, the fifth one, which is also another vital thing that people ignore, okay, when it comes to content creation, and that is poor strategy. This poor strategy, or let's just reframe it and say poor social media strategy. Okay, so some content creators stops at the aspect of having a clear goal and objective. Now, if you have a clear goal and objective, let's bring back our goal that I made mention of before. Your clear goal or objective is, I want to help small business owners to grow, or I want to help UGC content creators to make more money, or to grow, or to become a successful UGC creator. Maybe that is your own clear goal and objective. Now, if you do not if you not draft out a proper, solid social media or content strategy, social media strategy, you will find it difficult attaining that goal. Okay, so a social media strategy is a strategic plan. First of all, it is something that you plan strategically, that is going to involve the type of content, the type of value, when you're going to post this content, which platform are you going to post this content, which type of message are you trying to pass across. Is every piece of content going to help you attain your end goal, which is helping UGC creators to be successful in the line of UGC. So this is just a brief explanation of what a social media strategy is. Okay, now when it comes to the business aspect, we have content marketing strategy. Okay, and I have filmed a dedicated video on this, where I properly broke down how you can plan, how you can draft out what and what to include and what not to include in your content marketing strategy, or in your solid content marketing strategy. For content creators, I love to use this term, social media strategy. Maybe I will film another dedicated video on social media strategy for content creation to see success as a content creator, and how to actually draft out your own social media strategy. But if you want to maybe get an insight of what this is, you can also check out my video where I talked about how you can successfully draft out a proper or a solid content marketing strategy. You're definitely going to pick one or two things from that video. So in overall, having a proper or a solid social media strategy is very vital, because it is the roadmap. It is the thing that is like, it is that strategy that is going to guide you properly to achieving your end goal, which is your objective, which is helping UGC creators to be successful. I don't know if you're understanding what I'm saying. When you're not getting the goal that you so desire, you start feeling frustrated, you start feeling stuck, you start feeling overwhelmed. So I'm just going to stop here for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found this video very useful to you, and if you did, please give my video a very big thumbs up. Okay, please like my video, subscribe to my channel, turn on the post notification bell so you'll be notified when next I upload amazing content like this. So like I mentioned before, as long as social media is involved, I strongly believe that this video over here will definitely assist you in one way or the other. So I will see you all in this video over here.